Consumers are interacting with our brands around the clock. They're posting on Facebook, they're tweeting, they're emailing, and they're doing it around the clock. And the greatest thing for us, and the greatest challenge, is they're doing it from their palm, right? They're doing it from their smartphone. So this is always a fun way to get this thing started. Who here, so by show of hands, who here has sent email since they've been here? Pretty much everyone, and your work appreciates that. Who has tweeted since they've been here? Hashtag INSOM11, I think I got that right. Okay, lots more people. Facebook, anybody been on Facebook since they've been here? That is mind-blowing, right? I mean, think about, rewind 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, that never would have been possible. We have a tremendous opportunity to really drive deep, meaningful engagement with the consumers that we're marketing to. That is what's fueling this radical shift in marketing. So what we have to do as marketers, we have to get better. We have to quit looking at our entire database, or our entire group of customers that we're after. We have to quit looking at them as just a line in a database, an entry into the CRM system. Rather, we really have to look at them as people, as individuals. We have to know what they've bought from us, how they've interacted, what they've tweeted, what they've posted, how they've engaged. It's so incredibly important. Imagine sending someone an email, some sort of offer, a coupon perhaps, for a really nice discount. Right? You've been looking at these running shoes online. Boy, they're great. You go and you buy and you feel pretty good about it. The next day you get a coupon for that same daggone pair of running shoes. It makes you mad, right? You have to be able to understand what our consumers are doing, how they're interacting. Maybe that same person tweeted about the running shoes and you could have engaged with them in a meaningful way. It really is about creating a common view, a single view of each individual subscriber, each individual consumer online. What's really, really important when you look at this and sort of apply it to the business, it becomes even more meaningful when you think of, we don't control our own brand anymore, right? Today, because all of us are interacting, right? This summit isn't what Jim says it is. It's not what Mark said it was at the beginning. It's not what I say it is. It's about what you say it is. It's about your interactions on Twitter, your interactions on Facebook, what you're going to tell the folks when you go back to work, what you're going to tell people next month, next year. Really, really important. Your brand, our brand, as an Indiana tech community, is the sum of all the conversations happening about it. What we have an opportunity to do, as really smart, savvy, sophisticated marketers, is fuel that conversation. So what we've done is we said, hey, let's help folks. Let's really help people move down this path. This dramatic shift in marketing is happening. Let's not ask marketers what they think we need to do. Let's go ask consumers. So we kicked off a research series this time last year. We asked 1,500 consumers. This has been a 10-part research series. I will give you lots of opportunity to get this data when we finish. But I think this is really important. We'll go through this really quick. 93%, and it sort of reflects the way this room was, by the way, 93% of folks subscribe to at least one commercial email marketing message. 38% like at least one brand on Facebook, and 5% follow at least one brand on Twitter. And I promise you my math is not wrong here. It actually reinforces a pretty good point. Consumers are interacting across all different channels. It's not just about email, it's not just about Twitter, it's not just about Facebook, it's not an or proposition. What we have to do today is we have to look at all these new interactive medium as an and proposition. How do we really get meaningful engagement? How do we really connect with somebody on Twitter? How do we really connect with them on Facebook? How do we drive meaningful engagement into email? That's what our research focused on. And I think just as important as knowing what consumers are doing, we said, hey, why are you leaving people, right? We can figure out lots of research, lots of people spend time on how do you grow your fan base on Facebook? How do you really drive meaningful engagement on Twitter? Look, I'm happy to talk about that. We have research reports on it. This one's fun, though. This is a fun one. It's kind of provocative. Breakup's always an interesting time. We did this around Valentine's Day, clever enough. And it was really interesting. We said, consumers, tell us why you're leaving your relationships with brands. And it was very, very telling. And very important to look at, consumers have the power, right? No longer, not only is our brand the sum of the conversations, that power has shifted to the consumer, and in a really, really meaningful way. So let's take a look. Email. We're going to just hit the top 3 of these, and I think you'll see a trend emerging. So why do consumers leave relationships with brands on email? Number 1, about half, a little more than half say, you sent me too much stuff, right? You do it every day, I don't care, I can only tolerate so much. About half, so 49%, just shy, said, hey, look what you're sending me. I'm a guy, you're sending me pictures of dresses, don't care. Right? Get relevant, we talked about that a little bit at the beginning. And then just a little shy of 50%, your stuff was just boring. This is what consumers told us. 1,500 consumers told us this. We asked them about Facebook, and they said the same thing, just in a little different order. So the first one, I said, hey, you send too much, you post too often on your wall, you're kind of clouding up my thing, right? I go to Facebook, hang out with my friends, I go there to interact in a meaningful way, and you're posting all kinds of stuff that talks about your religion, I just don't care. That's about 44%. 43% said you're clouding everything up, and then the last one said, hey, you're just doing it too often. Twitter, we see very much the same thing. So Twitter, we said, tell us why. A little more than half said you just posted too much promotional stuff too often. Guys, this is so important as you think about leaving here today and going back and saying, look, I'm going to do this whole Twitter thing, right? Some of you guys are like expert at Twitter. I saw, I've been following the hashtag this morning. Some of you are expert at Facebook, but these are really good baselines to understand. 40% said, hey, you're just clouding up my Twitter script. You got a bunch of stuff on there, I don't care about it. And then lastly, we had just shy of 40%. So you sent too much stuff. You sent it too often. You guys see the trend, right? Every single one of these. You posted too much. You sent me pictures of dresses, and I'm a guy, probably not good. And the third one is, you're just clouding everything up. You gotta get relevant. You gotta be meaningful. That is what this new evolution in marketing really is about. It's what consumers told us. 1,500 consumers, we talked to them, focus groups, primary research said, help us understand what it is you really want. Now this is what Jim positioned this thing as, so let me get to it. Actionable insights, get ready to take notes, get the Twitter thing going, get ready. Because there are really some meaningful pieces here, and I would love the opportunity to talk with you in the Tech Innovation Lounge after this is over. So guys, here's what Facebook, email, and Twitter really stand for. Again, this comes from our subscribers, fans, followers, research series at ExactTarget. Email, we know this, right? We're familiar with email, we like it. It's good, we get it, everybody has it. You can send me stuff that's super exclusive to me. You don't have to send me that picture of the dress, I get it. Use my profile data, use what you know about me to get relevant. On Facebook, what we found, look, I'm so guilty of this myself. Facebook, we use Facebook to connect with our friends, with our families, to share photos. Talk with folks we haven't seen in a long time from school. That's what we use Facebook for. Facebook is an awesome opportunity for brands to really impart meaningful content. You have cool photos from an event like this, put them on Facebook. You have really meaningful things that you want to show people, put them on Facebook. Right, but give people an idea on Facebook that they can subscribe to something that is more meaningful, very targeted and relevant to them. Drive them to email, offer them a place to sign up on your Facebook page, and send them over to email. And then on Twitter, influence, that's what people want. They go to Twitter to interact in a meaningful way. They go to see their news, they go to see everything in one single place. Again, great opportunity, drive them to those photos that are on Facebook, so tweet, send them to Facebook, give them an opportunity on Facebook to move over to email. So my time is up, but I promised you I would give you research, so here it is. Get out your phones, do this for me, 38767, 38767. Research is the keyword, space your email address. So 38767, research, space your email address. All of the research I talked about today, all 10 of our subscribers, fans, followers, research series will be delivered to you in an email. And guys, thank you so much. I look forward to spending the day with you, and I'll be back in the back if you have any questions. Have a great day.